We're gonna play as a white fox now. The true protagonist. Anime girl. Stay on the lights. Items, any items? No. Still 0 G's. Not a G to my name. Hey, don't run away. Are you one of Arnold's children? Yes. Oh, thank goodness. I'm his friend. I don't know if we'd be friends. You know, White Fox. We barely just met. But, you know, this is how every game or every anime, they always do this thing where everyone just becomes friends in like 10 seconds somehow. I don't know, maybe I'm just, you know, maybe in real life I'm just very distrustful, but like, you know, if I just met you for like 10 seconds, you're barely an acquaintance, you know, you're not my friend. Anyway, you can call me White Fox. Follow me. It only takes 5 minutes and... Daddy's just a liar. And so are you. Run away. What a cheeky kid. He gets that from his old man. I should follow him or I'll be the one scolded. Let's say the game. Oh wait, how about we play hide and seek? I'll count to 10. If I win, you'll come with me, and if you win, I'll leave you alone. Deal? No. Okay, what are you writing? Alright, let's play! But first, I'm curious to know your name. I'm Thomas. I'm gonna start counting, Tommy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Just hurry up. just go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, just go. Ready or not, I'm going to murder you. I mean, find you. Attain Thomas's drawing. Okay, what the heck is this? 2, 4, 3, 1. Eh? All right. Okay, this is definitely not a puzzle. Heart, diamond, spade, and clover. Alrighty. And suddenly we are in a puzzle room. As it turns out. I can't see inside it. Someone left his diary here. Stupid candles. You can't read. What a weird weakness. Again, I was wondering if she was a supernatural creature or not, but I don't know. She just doesn't like the light for some reason. I love being an artist. I didn't expect to be recognized on the streets. Hearing my fans scream my name makes my heart start to beat faster. The whole world must know the existence of Christopher Carter. We met that guy, actually. This diary appears to have been written by some kid. I don't know, Chris didn't seem like a kid to me. At least a teenager. I mean, I guess a teenager would be. I don't know, depending on how old you were, considered a kid. I don't know. How old is White Fox? She looks like the same age as Chris. Who's ever heard of an artist called Christopher Carter? Today, an art critic offended one of my most valuable works. I feel awful. Why can't I do the one thing that makes me happy? Maybe I should stop following my passion? Some months have passed since I decided to stop drawing, and I feel useless. Muda. I'm sorry for how you must have felt, but you shouldn't give up your passion because of him. I hope one day you'll be happy again. Strange. So there's a connection to Christopher from this diary, and you know, it seems to imply that even though he likes art and everything, he wasn't very good at it, at least yet. So he's, you know, I mean, that's a common story, I guess, but he seemed okay when we saw him in the inn. I don't know. I feel like there's some kind of supernatural element going on here. Anyway, I've always wanted to see the world. What was that song? I can show you the world. Or something like that. These are books about Picasso, Van Gogh, and Giotto. Yato? Is it Yato? Let's see here. Well, alright, so I guess we have to follow the symbols according to the drawing that Thomas left us. Let's see, so it's clover, heart, spade, and diamond. So you just gotta remember clover, heart, spade. Clover, heart, spade. Clover, heart, spade. Yeah. Clover, heart, spade, and then last is diamond. Okay. Ugly, 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 ugly. 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 Uh-oh. Let me just... Can I say it again? No, okay. I'm curious. What happens if I... Ugly. Okay. Ugly, 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 ugly. Ooh, I see numbers? What the heck? Okay. How do I... I see a 1. In what order do I... Well, let's see. Also, I paused the game when I click out of the game. Okay, that's a 1. That's a 5. I'm assuming left to right, but I'm not entirely sure. That's an 8. Excuse me, clones of myself. Excuse me! Out of the way! Come on. I'm walking here. Okay. And 7. 1587. At least those are the numbers I got, but I don't know which order am I supposed to put them in. Not sure. Well, let's see here. I guess the only way would be this way. It's locked! There's a riddle on the door. What is this? Okay. Alright. So like... Okay, so down minus right plus left times up. I guess. There must be a way to open it. Okay, so I'm assuming the most south number is the one you use for down, right? So it would be maybe, let's see. It would be not that, not that. It's either 1 or... Does this have a number? That's a number 2. What? Okay, I don't know. Oh, no. Okay, now I can... It's really hard. It's very small on my screen. No. There are triangles. Okay. I thought it was a shadow. I mean, it looks very much like a shadow, right? Just like the other ones. You know how like this one has like a shadow on her hair or whatever? But no, there are triangles. You see the one there? There's a triangle pointing to the right. So it is a 1. 1 is to the right. Let's see. 1 plus something times something. It has to be 1. To the right. This is pointing to the left. So that's a 5. Okay. That is pointing down, so that's 7. I'm missing one more. It'll be the 8, I guess. But let me double check. Yeah. Again, it looked like it blended into the face. You see here? I didn't realize this is actually a triangle. I thought it was like some kind of weird interpretation where you interpret the triangles as like left, right, up, and down, as in like, you know, which is the furthest bottom mirror, you know, which is the leftmost mirror or something like that, but that's not the case. It's actually literally just matching the symbols, which I didn't realize because the triangles, they blended a little bit too well into the actual image. Anyway, so what I got, so the formula is, let's see, can I show? Yeah, formula is down minus right plus left times up, or at least, you know, the triangles anyway in this direction that it's pointing at. And what I got is that down equals 1. No. Down equals 7, rather. Down equals 7. right equals 1, left equals 5, and up equals 8. So it's 7 minus 1 plus 5 times 8. Now, does the game understand bed mass or pet miss or whatever it is? You know, the order of operations. Because they didn't have brackets, which makes it a little confusing. But technically, you're supposed to multiply 5 times 8 first. I don't know if the developer understands the ambiguity here. I'm assuming they do. So I'm going to multiply 5 times 8 first. That's correct. I could be wrong, actually. I don't know. There's been some typos. So I don't know. Maybe it's not correct. Anyway. Well, not that having typos does not mean you don't know math. But anyway. I'm going to do that first. 5 times 8. I mean, I need to practice my arithmetic. So let's see. Let's just do it in my head. That'll be like 40, I think. So 40 plus 1, 41 minus 7, so 34, I want to say. So let me just plug it into my calculator just to confirm. I mean, I should have just done it with my calculator anyway, but you know. Plus 1 plus or minus 7, yeah, 34. I'm gonna die, aren't I? Dead. Okay. Game over. That's too bad. Alright. Well. Alright, I think I miscalculated, you know? Because it's supposed to be 5 times 8, which is 40. But then 7 minus 1 is supposed to be separated. So I totally misunderstood because the 1 is... Yeah, the 1 is supposed to be a negative, technically. It's just, you know, weird looking to me. But the answer is supposed to be 46, I think. There you go. Alright. Also a creepy looking background. Who are you? How'd you get in here? Arold? Arold? You mean Arnold? Or did I'm assuming it was Arnold. Did I... Oh, it was Arold this entire time, actually. I'm just double checking the name on the store page. Did I say Arnold? It was Arold this entire time. I thought it was Arnold. What do you call that? The dyslexia or something like that? Now, who are you? What happened to Mr. Baker? I'm sorry, I didn't know you guys knew each other. It happened across the seas. I was busy in my own room when I heard a thud in the room next door. I ran over to check, followed by the maid. When I opened the door, I saw Mr. Baker pass on the floor. With a little rest, I'm sure we will recover soon. Anyway, I'm Christopher Carter. You can call me Chris. So he's Christopher Carter. I should have known better. Again, creepy background. Also, liars. Yeah, I totally thought his name was Arnold. You know, Arnold is a like common name, right? Arnold, because everyone else has like generic names, or you know, European names anyway. Laura, Sarah, Thomas. I'm assuming those are European anyway. So I just assumed Arnold. But technically, is Arold? That sounds weird to me, but maybe that's a real name. I don't know, or at least a common name. But anyway, what was I talking? Oh yeah, I just want to mention the math puzzle. I think, yeah, I totally miscalculated. I guess, I don't know. I mean, it's totally my fault, I guess, but it definitely would have been more clear if there was some brackets, you know, like encompassing 7 minus 1. You know, usually you would separate with brackets. 7 minus 1, and then put like 5 times 8 in like another bracket. Whatever, you know, isn't that the classic thing? How I forget what the formula was, but it was like a trend or something where people would always share this formula where it would be ambiguous what the answer would be because you don't know whether or not you're supposed to multiply first or divide first or whatever it is, right? So you always get like different answers, and people would always like, you know, cite the order of operations and how, you know, confusing it can be. But like, you know, some people would just get the wrong answer because they didn't do the order of operations, but even then it's still like ambiguous. Anyway. Carpet. Grandfather clock. Fruit basket. What's this class of wine doing? Again, I feel like this is another game. I feel like I play a recent game as well, but like, this game also feels like a lot of like generic objects in the room, which don't really need a description. But like, as the player, I still interact with it anyway. I'm White Fox. Nice to meet you. I'm glad you're here, White Fox. I don't have to worry about Mr. Baker anymore. He's in good hands now. What do you mean? I've got business that needs to get done. I hope you don't mind. Oh, why would it? We barely know each other. Oh, before I forget, have you seen a little boy go past here? His name is Thomas. We decided to play hide and seek, but he's better than I thought. Mr. Baker asked me this question as well, but the answer is still the same. I haven't seen anyone. Well, I should probably get going. It was a pleasure meeting you. Say hello to Mr. Baker for me. He's lying. Stop him. Okay, why is Laura here suddenly? Actually, is there someone else there too? I think that's me, Sarah. Was that the name of the daughter? I can't remember now. I'm just like misremembering names now, but Chris. Huh? Don't listen to her. She's the liar. Okay. Oh, and they're gone, actually. What? Oh, we managed to wake up soon. We should talk in another room. We don't want to wake up Mr. Baker, do we? Let me just go in this other room real quick. So are your clones? Oh, I didn't see the family really. But actually, it's completely different again. Some toys. Doesn't open, of course. How to recognize a liar. Well, yeah, it's actually pretty tough. And there's always this whole analysis of body language and all that, but like, you know, you can't really tell who's lying just from like one meeting, I guess, you know? There are some signs that someone could be lying, but at the same time, it can also just mean other things, you know? Like if someone's like, I don't know, if someone's lying, for example, they're like sweating or whatever, you know, it's like a classic like thing, or maybe not that, maybe like maybe not sweating, because that's just like that happens like a cartoon. But like, you know, if they're avoiding eye contact, for example, you know, that's like one of the ways to tell if someone's lying, right? They're not making eye contact. It can also mean that they're nervous, you know, so that's the thing. Never like foolproof, just to simply rely on body language to tell if someone's lying. Or whatever. And also everyone, you know, every person also has like unique tells, I guess. Unique body language that isn't the same as everyone else. Well, here you go. Oh, is this the gargle riddle? You know, it's like, I don't lie. The person next to me lies. This one tells the truth, or whatever. I, Miss Rabbit, never lie. I can tell the number of animals hanging on the wall is 5. Everyone knows that bears can't lie, and I can prove it. There are 3 cups on the table. Yeah. Robots were not designed to lie. There's one book in this room. Who's lying? Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Roots? Roses. What was this? I know there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 animals in the wall. So the rabbit seems to be lying. The bear doesn't seem to be lying because there are 3 cups of tea. The robot says there's 1 book in the room. Is there any other books in the room? I don't think so, actually. I think that's it. So it must be the rabbit. It is Usagi-chan who is lying. You are the liar. Oops. Who's lying? Rabbit. Ta-da. Oh, It's a code I need to punch in, I guess. Oh, this time I will get it right. The painting of the tree is called roots. That is true. It is called roots. You were right to have trusted me. The last numbers of the safe are 0 and 1. 0 and 1. Keep it in mind. Alright. Liars is what I'll put this down as. 0 and 1. End of safe combo. Says the bear. Trust me. Or trust me. Under the red machine is written the secret combination. The red machine? I do see several red objects. Is this the red machine? The car? Nothing is written under the machine. Liar! I can't believe this robot is lying. It did not pass the capture test. Okay, it's robot. Ding. Pile of books. Looks like Kirsten's diary is here too. Okay. He draws some creepy stuff. Yeah. She's always watching. Kill me. You always see that in every artist's like sketches, you know. Yeah. You know. I mean, it looks like it's all drawn in MS Paint. That's what this looks like. And he gets to be an artist? Let's see. Is there anything else you need to do? Oh, no. I did good, and I'll keep going. The first numbers to save are 2 and 9. 2 and 9. Okay. 2 and 9. Beginning of save combo. Says the rabbits. I don't know, are these... Am I supposed to take this face value or not? But... I'm the only one who never lies. You can find Christopher Carter's diary in the pile of books. That's true. You don't even have to check. Inside the flower pot, there's a key. Okay. Wait. Oh, there's a flower pot on the table, yeah. Okay. Nothing inside. Why do you keep lying, Mr. Robot? Why do you keep doing this? Actually, what appeared? I actually didn't notice. What actually appeared? I don't know. This boat? I don't know. I should know. Usually something appears, but I don't see a difference, actually. Nothing appeared, it seemed like. Liars. 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 Alright. Well, it seems like the save combination is correct, because if the robot was lying, then the rabbit would sound the truth, assuming there's only one liar per round. So, alright, so it's just simply 2901. Obtain the key! Aha! I can finally get out of here. Alright, good for you. Save the game. Oh, I'm back here. Ugh. Dear, this is your 4th bottle of wine. Aren't you exaggerating? Exaggerating? I don't know if that's the right word, but... Well, maybe. I have to know. Usually exaggerating means like... You know, like using hyperboles or something. When you're, like, communicating or something. You know, when you're writing something. Anyway, I'm not writing, but, you know. How do you say? Okay, when you're, like, overly making something bigger than it is usually what exaggerate means, I think. Anyway, Laura, how many times do I have to tell you to not remind me every single time? I just wanted to. Stay out of this. I'm doing nothing wrong. I'm totally not drunk. You're crazy. Ooh. I don't know, this is that's a little insensitive, but I don't know. I don't know, it's like if he's not hurting, I mean, I don't know. Obviously when, I mean, it's kind of cliche actually, but usually when the father of the family becomes an alcoholic, they become violent and everything, right? But I guess that's maybe not the only reason to cry in the kitchen, I don't know. But usually that's the case, right? I didn't see him being violent, but maybe not yet. I don't know, anyway. Oh, White Fox, welcome. Don't be shy, I have a big announcement to make. Announcement? Just wait and see. Okay, let me save the game. White Fox, you're covering my cute face. I can't say that line. It is the light aura, a defensive barrier. I know very well why you're all here. You want me to show you what you've been waiting for. Well, what is it? Chris? It's not what you think. I have to stop him before he does something crazy. That's okay, I'll leave. I'll just enjoy the show. Oh, game over? Why did I get a game over? You know? He got a game over. I didn't get a game over. Anyway. Alright. We're supposed to go over here. Yeah. No. Aw, man. You know, everybody. It's like, oh, man. Idiot. Why you push me? This isn't how it's supposed to go. You ruin everything. Everything. Ruin everything? You wanted to... Well, promise you won't do it again. White Fox. I swear, I don't know what came over me. I saw all those people looking at me as if I was a failure. Chris, I had to tell you something. I read your diary. I know I shouldn't have, but I didn't know. Well, if you read my diary, you probably understand how I felt. Everyone hates me, White Fox. You know, I just put all my backstory in a conveniently in one place for you to read. White Fox? No one hates you, Chris. The problem is that you let all the bad opinions get to you. Is it so important to you, being an artist? You shouldn't just be obtaining approval of the audience, but also expressing that you feel without thinking about what other people say. Yeah, I was gonna say, thanks for the life advice. I'm so pathetic. I've gone to the point where I get life advice from a kiddo. Kiddo? We're probably the same age. You should probably get back to Mr. Baker. This place giving me the shivers. And your business that needs to get done? Where am I? I remember passing out in the inn, but I don't remember anything else. I'm gonna look around. Maybe I'll find my kids and White Fox. Oh, Fox, Gray Fox. Was it Gray Fox? I think it was Gray Fox, right? Gray Fox, that ninja. Also known as Deep Throat. Anyway. Again, maybe I'm like... Maybe I'm just a heartless person, but like... Why do we save Chris again? It's like... Again, we barely met, right? She even said, like, when we first talked to him, be like, you know, why do, you know, he said something about, like, you know, do you mind if I leave or whatever, and she said, like, why would I mind, you know, I don't even know you. So yeah, that's just the first thought that came in my head, it's like, well, I don't even know you, who are you? Like, I'll give you, like, a number to, like, a suicide hotline, but, like, otherwise, it's not my problem, okay? Anyway. Why do I even care? Who are you? Telephone. I don't know. Again, suddenly, like, it's like 10 seconds. It's suddenly like best friends. That's what I feel like in a lot of stories. This could be Christopher's stuff. You said he was an artist. It can't be a coincidence. And there's his autograph here. So he's the one who brought me here. He did mention his house wasn't that far from the inn. Oh, is this his house? I mean, just like the entire location, though. It's like, it seems like it keeps shifting. I shouldn't touch his stuff. But maybe I do want to touch his stuff. No? I saved the game, right? Just a double check. I'll save again. Mouse hole. It's locked. There's something written on the door. To unlock the door, input the secret telephone number. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh. 911. No? There might be something in the hole. I don't want to check with my bare hands. I'll simply use this knife. What? You gave me the option. You know, I don't know how to use it. Okay, fine. I'll use the gloves. There's a sheet of paper. Rotate the sheet of paper. Okay. I mean, we have no choice. So it says lies, but you turn it upside down. It's 5317. Write it down. It's right here, but I'll write it down anyway, just in case. 5317. It reminds me of, like, you know, putting it in the calculator, and it spells boobies or something like that. 5317. Looks like I opened the door. You know, I'm surprised it wasn't like a little mini game, actually, where you actually rotate the dial, you know? Not that I would even know how to use it, because I don't think I've ever really used, like, you know, old-style telephone like that. I think I remember when I was, like, a baby, you know? I think I've unlocked, like, a really, really old memory, but I remember having a toy like that, actually, you know? I don't think we ever had, like, as far as I remember anyway, I don't think we ever had those type of telephones, you know, obviously, because they're pretty old. The ones where you, like, rotated, I don't know what you call it, actually. But rotating things. But I had, like, I think a baby toy, you know? I think it's because, well, yeah, it was like a toy that I probably had for a long time. Or something, you know? It was in storage or whatever, and then, like, later when I was older, you know, I was like, oh yeah, I had this toy, I guess. You know? And that's why I still remember it, I guess, you know? Probably didn't remember actually playing with it, but I just remember that it existed. It was like very colorful, you know? It was like just white, but like the numbers had like colors on them. It's like a rainbow, you know? You would like dial, you turn the rotator, it would make noises. Anyway. Piano. Okay. Well, it's implied that he has drinking problems, so that's why maybe he doesn't feel so good about looking at wine, I guess. You know, maybe that's why he didn't pay the babysitter. He wasted all his money on vintage wine. I'm assuming wine is pretty expensive. You know, when I think of wine, I think it's like a fancy drink, right? I'm assuming it's expensive. I don't know. I wouldn't know. An empty teacup. There's some dust, meaning it hasn't been used or cleaned. School books. Save. I'll rotate our saves. Stuffed white rabbit. Its beady eyes staring out blankly as they're trying to ignore the stranger in front of it. Alice Devon's diary. Okay, so it's the daughter of Mr. Devon. This must be the diary of Marcus's daughter. 2106. I guess that will be what? The 21st of June, right? Again, for me, like translating numbers to months is really hard for me. I don't know. I just never really truly memorized the order of months. I guess you would do that in like, I don't know, kindergarten or primary school, but I just never really remember. I don't know. It's been so long. I don't think I really remember. Like I never did the thing where, I don't know. I think it's called mnemonics. You know, where you just remember certain things just from like. It's like the ABCs. You know, I remember the ABCs if I like sing it, right? But like the order of the months, I don't really remember like a trick to remember it. So it's like it takes me a bit. Same thing with the multiplication table, actually. I never really memorized the multiplication table, even though I probably should do that. But like, I just never did. So I just do it very manually in my head, so like, it's really hard for me. Anyway. What was I saying? Oh yeah, reading a diary. Dad often forgets what Mom and I tell him. Mom thinks he's living in his own world. Dad, what's wrong with you? 23rd of June? Dad found the body of our white cat, Sally. He doesn't want to admit that he killed her. I'm becoming more afraid of my dad. Okay. He killed the cat that we saw before. I don't think this happened recently, but... Again, we're in some weird... I don't know. We're in some weird dimension. I feel like some supernatural dimension. Where things are happening all at once. 25th of June. This morning my mom had a black eye. She insisted that it was her fault, but I'm sure she lied to me to protect Dad. 26. That's what I was saying, right? Domestic abuse. I was thinking that Arold, or whatever, was the one that, acting like Marcus and just beating up his wife, or something like that. But at least from just the one flashback that we saw, it didn't seem like it was that violent, but I don't know. Anyway. I'm crying every night for my mother and Sally's death. When I try to protect Mom, Dad pushes me away and beats me too. We need help. 28th of June. Our neighbor called the police due to the screams coming from our house. Dad tried to say it was all just an argument. 1st of July. I won't be silent any longer. Marcus is beating Mom worse every day. I don't see him as my dad anymore. I may only be 14, but I gotta find a way to help my mom. The diary stops here. That's horrible. It's a creepy little doll with a disturbing expression on its face. The still porcelain and bright eyes make it seem like it might actually be alive. The doll sits with her hands clasped in prayer, though the serenity in her eyes does not cover up the disturbance in her smile. Okay. I assume that was Alice's room. Again, even though none of this makes any physical sense, but why is it here? But whatever. It's just weird. Actually, you know what this reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of Silent Hill, I guess. Kind of like we're entering like a weird dimension where, everything is just logically disconnected. Or unlogically, or I would say illogically connected somehow. I don't look very good. You might even say you're ugly, just like White Fox. I don't know what to think anymore. I just want to see my family again. But I can't give up now. I need to be strong and keep going. Laura? I don't want to touch the toilet. It's dirty. Is that like a golden toilet paper, or is it just simply no toilet paper? The bathtub is empty. Its smooth, white, even surface appearing as though it's never been used. Well, I guess that's it. Let's just leave and end up in a different location once again. Sir, we need your help. Talking pigs. Where am I? Alice in Wonderland? That is the tone, actually, of this game so far. Very much is Alice in Wonderland. Arold in Wonderland. Sure thing. One of us ate the last apple in the basket. Oh, I accidentally pressed the space bar. I was too excited. I was moving my arms. I'm assuming, yeah, something about eating the last apple in the basket. We came here together, but a little blackout confused us. When the lights came back on, the basket was inexplicably empty. I'll try my best. Really? Thank you so much. I wish I didn't accidentally skip that, but let's see. Okay, so we're trying to figure out who ate the last apple, I guess. Okay, maybe... Well, I'm only assuming, because I accidentally skipped the dialogue, but... I'm assuming all the pigs came together to figure out, you know, who wants to eat the last apple, and who deserves the last apple, but then there was a blackout, and, you know, after the blackout, somebody ate it, and they're trying to figure out who. The 5 pigs, started from left to right, came in a single file line without turning back. Due to the blackout, we don't know who ate the last apple. Listen to their testimonies to find the culprit. When you know the right answer or you want to read the instructions again, talk with pig number 1. Ooh, you know, a real like deduction, investigation kind of thing, you know? We're actually doing a little bit of Phoenix Wright, which, you know, kind of makes sense according to his profession. Even though Phoenix Wright is like also, you know, the way, you know, in his games anyway, in Phoenix Wright, he's not just a lawyer. He's also like an unofficial detective. You know, he also like investigates on his own, even though that's not usually what lawyers do. Like just literally go into the crime scene and just like figure out the crime from there somehow. 2 funny-looking owlets. The wide-curious eyes will have no trouble making any child laugh. Scenes. I wonder if there's any clues in this. Yellow shirt. A red machine. It's a car. That's not a machine. I know the robot called it a machine. I thought that was just a quirk. Like it's just a robot being quirky. You know? Anyway. Let's see here. The pig in front of me smelled good. Okay. Huh. Whoever was in front of me almost made me fall with his long clothing. Before me, I saw a red bow tie. In front of me, there's something that reminded me of Sapphire. I remember seeing something dark before the blackout. Okay. So we're trying to figure out the order, maybe in what they were lined up, and then I guess the one who was closest might have ate the apple was the idea. Alright, so you were... Okay, this is gonna be a little... I have to write this down. So pigs. So number 5 was definitely... It's kind of weird. I don't know how to like visualize this, but he was definitely before number 2, because number 2 is the only one wearing a black thing, or like a black like clothing. Whoever was finding me also always long clothing. So long clothing. I don't know what's considered long clothing. To be honest, it's hard to tell. I can't see. It's like the sprites are very small on my screen. I mean, you're the only one with a scarf, right? So maybe. Well, scarf's on your neck. It doesn't like reach the floor. So maybe it's number 1. Number 1's the only one with like a dress, like a traditional dress. It seems like everyone else does not have like a long dress. I'm assuming it's that one. So we have to like check who's lying, I guess, is the idea. So 5 is saying he's... Okay, 5 is saying he was behind number 2. Number 2, I'm assuming, is saying he's behind number 1. Number 1 is saying... no. Number 1 is saying the farmer smelled good. So the one with the flower, I think. This number 3 had a flower. Number 3 had a flower. And number 3 saw a red bow tie. Oh, that's number 2 again? That's weird. 3 said 2 wasn't one of them. That's weird. So either number 3 or number 5 is lying. How about you? That remind me of Sapphire. Sapphire! Oh, that'll be number 1, I guess. Huh. Wait. Okay, so let me follow... Okay, there's 2 scenarios here that I have. Number 1... Number 2... Well, it's kind of confusing now. Let's say A. There's the A scenario and the B scenario. You know, the A scenario doesn't make sense because, yeah, for me there was something that reminded me of Sapphire. So 4 was behind number 1, right? Number 1 is only one with a blue color. That doesn't make sense though, because 2 also says they were for long clothing, right? I'm confused about that. But yeah, I don't know. What do you mean by long clothing though? You know, yeah, that's the thing. Maybe they mean the scarf. Maybe they do mean the scarf, because I wasn't sure. Long clothing. So maybe number 2 is behind number 4. That would make sense. Number 4. Number 2 is behind number 4. Number 4 is behind number 1. Number 1 is behind number 3, right? Number 3, apparently they're saying they're behind number 2, however. So that's what they're saying. Something dark. Dark. Again, the only one person wearing a dark clothing is number 2. Alright. So if we assume that number 5 is telling the truth, then number 3 is the liar here. Or, let me see. How about we assume number 3 is telling the truth? So if that's the case, 3 is behind number 2. 2 is behind number 4. Now, 4 is behind number 1. And number 1 is behind number 3 again. Which makes no sense. Because then 3 appears twice in that case. Which makes no sense. Yeah, the contradiction here is number 3, I think. Let me save the game. Alright. I think I'm making this more complicated than it seems, but like I feel like the only contradiction here is number 3. Assuming, because this is ambiguous to me. What do you mean by long clothing? But I'm assuming long clothing is referring to the scarf. I think that's what it is. Again, the scarf isn't that long, but I'm assuming he's wearing the scarf. If that's the case, and that's the assumption I'm making here, the only contradiction that I'm getting is number 3. Is number 3 is saying like they're behind number 2. But 5 is also saying they're behind number 2, but everyone else is, you know, saying they're behind everyone else. So number 3 kind of appears twice. You know, they're saying that they're behind number 2. The number 1 is also saying they're behind number 3. And then 3 is behind number 2, but then 2 is behind number 4, who is behind number 1. So it just makes a circle, which makes no sense. Right? I think. Well, it's either 3 or 4. Because if we assume number 5 is telling the truth, like if we only follow number 5, that would mean number 3 is in front. If we assume number 3 is telling the truth, then it just becomes a loop, which makes no sense. So it has to be number 3. Number 3 is lying. I'm sorry. Dad, please forgive me. I don't want to be punished. Next time I'll restrain myself, I promise. My child, who do you think I am? I would never punish you for such a small matter. Don't you think, sir? Of course. What is this strange feeling? Okay, another flashback. I think I've had a little too much wine. Who am I kidding? The wine is never enough. I love wine. Oh no, I forgot Thomas's birthday. He'll never forgive me for it. Whatever, I'll just give him some wine. You know, wine is the solution to everything. Here, Thomas, your birthday present is wine, and I get to drink it. Ah, sir. Sorry, I was lost in my thoughts. Anyway, I was wondering if you have by any chance seen two kids. Are you talking about your children? Yes, how did you... It's written all over your face. Unfortunately, we haven't seen any other humans besides yourself, but I'm pretty sure you'll manage to find them soon. We suggest that you leave the same way you came in, sir. I don't know. I think I gave, like, slightly different voices to all the pigs, but I actually don't remember which voices I gave. Because with these, like, temporary characters, they only interact with one scene. You can visit us anytime. Wait for you and your children and greet you with welcome arms. I wish you the best of luck. I hope you're not too rough with your children. They're your most valuable treasure. My little sister regrets what she's done and has chosen to do better. That's why I admire her. Thank you, sir. I didn't have the guts to say the truth. You helped me step up today. Okay. But no apples. Now you all starve. That was the last apple. For the entire year. You now don't have apples. And now you have to cannibalize each other. That's how it works, right? And we're probably somewhere else, right? Yep. Oh, actually, we're changing perspectives again. Chris, I wanted to ask you. Don't you think we should get back to Mr. Baker first? It'll only take a minute, trust me. Okay, I'm listening. Tell me more about your job. Go more exposition. As you probably read in my diary, I've stopped being an artist for a while. Yeah, I've also read about your reaction. Why'd you lie to me? You told me that you had some business to do, which contradicts the fact that you stopped working as an artist. I'm sorry, White Fox. Where are we? This is my parents' house. Actually, it's been left to me in their will. Of course, many of the rooms are real. Of course, yes. How's that possible? I saw two strange figures. For a few seconds, I saw a woman and a little girl where Arold was resting. Not Arnold, but Arold. But I wasn't able to see them clearly. My instincts tell me they're related to Arold. Oh, so you saw them too? I wasn't able to pay close attention, but I did catch your words. If they're really related to Mr. Baker, they must be his wife and daughter. Why did you want to kill yourself? Sorry, I know this is a sensitive subject. I just wasn't prepared for what I was about to see. White Fox, please don't cry. The real problem is, even if you've read my diary, it doesn't give you the right to make decisions in my life. You know nothing about me. If it wasn't for that moment of weakness, I wouldn't be here talking to you. How can I stop crying when you keep yelling at me like this? I know we barely know each other, but I could never leave you to die. I could never leave anyone to die. Put yourself in my shoes. What would you have done in my place? Well, you say I would have, like, went up to you and pulled harder. I mean, what? No. I've always loved art for a particular reason. People were focusing on what I used to draw and not on me. Since I was little, I had this strange fear of being watched, observed, or stared at. I don't just mean strangers. I was even scared of the looks from my own parents. I tried to fight the situation over time. I became famous, and my fans' faces made me happy. You know the rest of the story. You can't even imagine how hard it is for me to look you in the eyes, White Fox. But that's why you try to kill himself. From behind? From behind? What do you mean? What? Again, maybe that's a typo. What do you mean by behind? From behind? Or is it like... I can't remember. Did he turn around before he tried to hang himself? I don't know. It's funny, really. We barely know each other, but... the plot has, like, made us, somehow close. No, I'm seeing something different in you. Something that I've never seen in other people. What are you talking about? you can hide from yourself. You're hiding a lot of things from your past, am I right? For example, your real name. I forgot my real name due to... Forgot? I think you wanted to forget it. I'd like to know what happened to you if you don't mind. Oh, I started working as a model when I was 16. Okay, this is exposition, even more exposition. My family is going through a financial crisis, and the only way to help them was to start working. My career as a model wouldn't just help my parents with finances, it would also help me accept my body. What's wrong with your body? Anyways, don't worry about it. Change the subject. My coworkers never liked me. To their eyes, I was just insecure and a big crybaby. One day, they decided we finally to point all the spotlights in the place of which we were all parading at the time, where I was, to be specific. I can imagine how it felt. The audience was looking at me as if I was some circus act. I couldn't believe it. I ran away in tears while my coworkers were all laughing at me. I lost my job because of them. I was on every newspaper. The trauma caused me a fear of the light. Put your faith in the light. No, I don't know, I just remember something. This is like a card in like Hearthstone, I just remember there's like a legendary card where you said, anyway. After losing my job, my parents didn't want me to come back home. They thought my reaction made the entire situation even worse. I decided to change my identity to forget the past. After 5 years, I finally found a new manager. I told him everything. He hired me with a new name, White Fox. My own choice, he didn't let me communicate a lot with the outside world. Unfortunately, I haven't seen him for about 7 months. After we managed to find Mr. Baker's kids, would you like to work for me? I never worked as a manager, but it could be fun. White Fox, I promise I'll do everything to help you. And please, don't underestimate your body. Oh, weird thing to say. Anyway, thank you. You see, this isn't called like Instagram, and like OnlyFans, and like... You just gotta show some feet, you see. Now, you really just can't make people comfortable at all. We should go. Okay. Let's go. Those damn mirrors again. Why, Fox, don't be nervous. Scopophobia, also known as scopophobia, I don't know how to say that. Scopophobia is a fear of being stared at. It varies in severity from person to person. Some people are afraid only when a stranger stares for a long period of time, while others fear even passing eye contact from a friend. Scopophobia is often, though not always, associated with other social phobias. Untreated, the fear may worsen over time. Cool. Wait a minute, don't tell me. What's wrong, White Fox? Nothing, let's go. Okay. There we go. Look at this mirror. Look at this mirror. Look at this mirror. And look at this mirror. Okay. Their fears are the stupidest thing I've ever heard. But I cannot ignore them as long as they are related to him. Okay, mysterious person with a big smile.